Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura, and firstly hello to all my friends in the northern hemisphere. You are almost through winter and then you can start dressing in stuff like this again, like we are here in like New Zealand and Australia, so hold strong there. And today we have a slightly interesting video. It is based in minimalism, but this topic came up after I said about items that I'd like regretted buying, and that included synthetic tops because I get sweaty and it just cannot breathe. It's not a good idea. And there were a few people who commented saying that they can also relate to that. So that got me to thinking about what are some of the essentials that I have as a minimalist who is also a sweaty girly. So if you are also trying to be a minimalist and also are a bit of a sweaty girly, and that term girly is not gender exclusive. If you are identifying as male, you can also be a sweaty girly, okay? So listen up, let's go through these and see some simple ways that we can try and work with our bodies as they are to feel happier and more comfortable and more fresh while still keeping it nice and easy and minimal. So let's get into it. Okay, so my first minimalist essential for sweaty girlies is a natural deodorant. Like, obviously most of us are going to be wearing deodorant anyway, but the reason why I say natural deodorant is that a lot of the smell that can come from being sweatier is not just from the sweat, it's from the bacteria, and that bacteria takes time to actually produce the gases that are then the smelly thing that we then feel self-conscious about or whatever. So having a natural deodorant, not a very clogging antiperspirant, is then going to stop those bacteria and everything from getting trapped, and it's going to allow you to have something that sort of helps you feel fresher and has a little bit of that scent and a little bit of that just underarm protection, but is going to allow you to stay cleaner more easily, and so you're not going to get that like scent that then builds up, that unappealing scent that then builds up over time. So this is a New Zealand made one called Aotearoa, which is a play on the Māori name Aotearoa for New Zealand. This is aluminium free, bicarbonate free, and has about 10 ingredients. So I really like this one. It's probably similar to a lot that you can get overseas. It's just like a little push stick, and then that is what you just rub on. So yeah. Okay, the second thing, again we're going with basics here, is to get a good washing detergent. So I say good because I pay for Consumer NZ, which actually tests a lot of products here in New Zealand, and I know there's similar things overseas, to see just how good they actually are. So this one is EcoStore, and it has plant active stain fighting enzymes, and this is one of the best ones without being super fragranced or super processed. So having a really good laundry detergent and kind of having that trust and that faith that your clothes, even if they do get a bit sweaty and smelly, are then going to be nice and clean when you go to put them back on, is just going to help you feel more confident and more clean and more fresh. So get something that you know works for you, that maybe has a little bit of a scent that you like, and that's just going to help you to be more comfortable. Okay, the next thing is an antibacterial exfoliating soap. Now, everyone has their preferences with soap, so find whatever you feel works best for you. But for me, I try to go for ones that are antibacterial and that have some kind of exfoliation built into it, so that when I use it in the shower, it does that exfoliation as I go. I also have one of these, which is like the little, oh, you can't see the silicone, it's got like the little silicone bits that people use to like clean their faces. I have one for my face. I also have one so that I can like exfoliate gently here. So it's not that really harsh exfoliation, but it is just going to be making sure that that is getting cleaned off regularly, again because it's not just the sweat, it's the bacteria that needs to be there for a bit of time before we get the smell. So the more that we can avoid that, the happier we're going to be. Okay, the next one, you already know this one because I've already talked about it, is the sleeveless shirts. Now, I have never had anyone say that wearing something like this is not professional in a workplace. I've heard people say about like exposed shoulders. I feel like if it's coming to here, that's not really shoulder exposure, that's just top of arm. And if anyone does have an issue with that kind of thing in this day and age, they can go screw anyway. But sleeveless shirts that allow you to get that ventilation, that allow things to breathe, for me are always my preference. outfits. And obviously it's a bit harder in winter, but definitely when it's warm, go for the sleeveless. Honestly, just let things breathe as much as you can. Oh, and also if anyone doesn't want to go sleeveless because they're like self-conscious of their arms, we all have arms, they just do jobs. Look, mine are not perfect as well. This gets more wobbly every year, right? So don't feel self-conscious of your arms. Wear the top that makes you feel comfortable, because it's either be less sweaty and less, you know, scared of that and have your arms exposed, or wear something that restricts you and then you'll feel self-conscious anyway. So pick whatever's going to be the best thing for you. Who cares about anyone else? Layers. This is something that I've really had to learn, because I like fairly simple outfits without layers. That's what I'm naturally drawn to. And the thing is, I see the outfit inspo where someone's like, here's the shirt that I'm wearing, and then here's the like cool vest that I'm wearing over there, and then here's the cool coat I have, and then here's like the sweater that I'm then also gonna tie around me. And I'm like, gosh, that looks like so much. I want to just be able to chuck on a top and then a jumper with that and then be done with it. However, they do kind of have the right idea. Usually they're trying to sell you something, but the idea of having layers is actually the right idea. So I've started to figure out how to have slightly more complex outfits with some layers in there, so that when I get too hot and I'm at risk of sweating more, I can take some layers off so that that doesn't happen. But then also, if I am starting to get cold, I've got something to put on that's then in turn not going to overheat me, but just keep me warm enough. So having those layers, either that you put on every day, or maybe something that you keep in your bag to allow you to layer, or I have a little locker at work, I keep stuff there that then allows me to layer as I need to throughout the day, is just going to help you to feel more comfortable. The bonus here is that the main layer that I use at work is like a big travel scarf, so it's kind of like a little scarf blankie thing, but that means that I can put it over my shoulders and arms, but it's actually not restricting against my armpits, so things can still breathe whilst I have something warm over me. So that's kind of like a double whammy there. The next thing is a scented hand cream. Now, I don't use this very often, but I do like to keep a little scented hand cream in my bag, so that if I have gotten to the point during the day where I am feeling a bit gross, I can just take a little bit of this, put this on my hands, maybe up my arms a little bit, and it's just gonna leave me feeling refreshened and like scented with something that's nice, so that I don't feel too self-conscious. I also keep mints in my bag, and sometimes if I'm not feeling the freshest, I will have a mint or like a piece of gum, and that just helps me to overall feel more fresh. I can't deal with the root cause of why I'm not feeling so fresh, but it can help me to just feel a little bit more comfortable. The last thing that I would say is kind of a minimalist essential for us people who get more sweaty is a pack of tissues. So I have, when all else has failed before now, literally used tissues or even like toilet paper in a bathroom stall to dab away any excess moisture that has happened. So there is no shame in having a backup plan like that and using that like in a little mini emergency when everything else has just not worked for you that day. That is okay. It's okay to be prepared in case those things happen. So that is it for today. That is all of my minimalist essentials for us sweaty girlies. I hope that this has been helpful and that this has maybe got you thinking about some things that you might already even have on hand that can help you to feel a little bit more comfy in yourself, existing as someone who maybe sweats more than other people. It's okay. I see you. I understand the struggle. We will get there. It is not the end of the world, and with a few little things here and there, we can help ourselves to feel a bit more comfy in ourselves. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below, and if there's anything else that you would want to add to this list. And I will see you again next time. Bye!